What? You came to see me? Hey, beautiful. Hey, star. I know exactly who you are. Just wanted to come and say, hey, hello, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You could be anywhere, but you're here with me. And I just want to show you something. Look at that. Right? I'm going to show you something. Where are my speakers? I am a visionary, painting future with sound. My voice is a brush where dreams are found. You better speak up, right? I want to show you something special about these cards, right? Check this out. I meant to have them over here. I forgot. Okay, so check that, right? So that's the Radiant Self-Love deck, right? Thick. This isn't even the XL. That's crazy, right? All right, but check me out. I remember hearing somebody say one time she doesn't put backs on her cards because why? It's a waste of ink. And I had this thought. I'd had it before and I just solidified it, I think. And check it out. I'll double my decks. This is one where it's pieces and everything. You see that? These are pieces of different decks, but you could take that whole deck, right, with that design, the Radiant. This is just an example, Radiant Self-Love. And this is one of the Radiant Beauty decks, the orange, right? And so then you can have an entire deck like that on one side and all of that on the other. There's a very specific reason that my digital decks are 4x6 because you can send them right to the store, print off a deck, print off another deck, maybe the purple, right? All purple. And this is your creative inspiration for the day. If you haven't seen me do this already, okay? Check this out. This is why I was showing you this. You turn that around. It's that deck, right? Which is Radiant Beauty with the other pictures. All right, you got your purple on. And then your Divinely Prompted deck. I'm divinely prompted to organize. I'm divinely prompted to transcend. All right, check me out. Check me out. Right? More of that deck. But the men's deck. I am a warrior with courage so grand. My body is a fort built on command. So many options, y'all. I'm here to inspire. You inspire me, I inspire you. That's how we keep it going. You know what I mean? So, that being said, to show you real quick, it's so simple. You need some new decks today? Oh, I got you. Hold on, where's my glue stick? This is, you use what you want, okay? I have different types of glue. I use the glue stick. All right, I'm not speaking for, oh, it's gonna last forever, it's perfect, da, 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 and how they cut your pictures. If you go to like a Walgreens or a Walmart, how they cut your 4x6 is how they cut it, so they won't be perfect. Ooh, but I promise you it's pretty. I even tried it with the Elmer's Craft Bond. I didn't like the tip on it, how the glue, how it was on there for me, and I didn't have a sponge, but it does work. Okay, it does work. All right, so I have one from my men's deck. Bam. Turn it over. I have one from the Poets deck. All right, can you see that? Nothing fancy. Put as little or as much. I try to get the corners. You know, we know our glue sticks. Our glue does. You may have to touch it up later, do different stuff, but I'm telling you, it's a quick little idea. You see that? Make sure they're lined up the way you want them. I like them like that. You might want a flip deck, you know? Do it how you want to. Make it yours. I also like to, like I showed you, mix mine up. Get a bunch of them. I like colors. I'm a Gemini. Look at that. It don't have to be perfect. I like the glue stick also because it's light. I can move it around and make it match. But sometimes there's white showing because they may cut that 4x6. It's not an exact science, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. We want it pretty. We want something you can use and get quick, right? Right now, at the time I'm recording this, I don't know how long it'll last. At the time I'm recording this, all the decks that have like 36 card decks, plus voice, hello, my voice, hey. Unless it's Spanish, that's AI. But for the English cards, it's my voice. 36 cards, and they're all 11 now for the decks. You can get you what you can get you. If you can get you one, get you one. And you start off, and you know what I mean? And you do your deck how you have your deck. And you pull, okay? The backs will be white. Or however you know. And they're glossy usually when you get the same day. You can get same day at Walgreens. Glossy. Same with Walmart. But they do have matte prints if you want to try the matte. Mine are not here yet. I got to get them. I have to get... Oh gosh, I got so many decks to order, y'all. But there's a print deck available as well through Making Playing Cards. Look at my links. I got cards, y'all. I love this. And there's so many more ideas coming. And I'm also going to have it to where you can purchase resale rights, where you could purchase the editing rights. Let me know what y'all want. All right, but you could take that deck. Let's say I wanted this deck and I wanted the black and white with the pink of the Radiant Self-Love. Okay, let's say I wanted to match these decks. Okay, I order that one, 11.11. I order that one, 11.11, and it may go up, y'all. That is not the regular price, but I wanted something right now where y'all can get in there and get it. So hopefully you catch it while they're 11.11. All right. This one may not be. I have to check on that one because these decks, the regular one is like 80 and then the XL is 100. Okay, 100. That's 99 card, 99 rhymes. And then the 100th card has a QR code. And you go to a secret link. And it's me reading all 99 of those. All right, so that one may be more. I gotta look. I get generous, y'all. It might also be 11.11. All right, I want us to spread these messages. I want to inspire how we inspire. I want you to get every bit of divinely prompted out of the cards. Okay, I'm trying, y'all. It's not hard getting going, okay? How many of you have been wanting to start a YouTube channel, wanted to start a TikTok? I hope it's okay to say those words and they don't get me. I'm new to this, okay? But it's hard getting those started. You think, oh, what am I going to say? Or maybe whether you want to get into tarot, whether you want to get into reading oracle cards, whatever it may be, it's scary. Even me sitting here recording is me pushing through and saying, no, stop waiting until you got every single card deck you've designed loaded. You can't wait for that. I can't wait until I feel like I'm ready. Divinely prompted. That's the point. God said go. So I'm recording this for you. If you see it, that means I push through and I'm sending you some push through energy. You feel me? So again, we're going to do this. Show you. All right. We're going to put those two together. I think they're cute. I'm not sure what the lightning is like on here. I like a vibe. But I don't know how to show up to you all. So if you see it, I like the vibe and I posted it. And I hope you post too. We need you. We need all these voices. Somebody might have been watching Horton Hears a Who with their child lately. Y'all remember that part with JoJo? Y'all don't mind my nails neither. That's a perfect example when you push through, because that mind be like, no, your nails not da, 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 da. And then you scrolling and seeing somebody living in their divine purpose, nails looking how they want to look, because that's their business. And if I don't judge, it's funny how we'll still think other people judge us. Unless you're somebody sitting around judging, don't expect that. Look at that. Bam. Bam. So say I have that whole deck and I'm flipping through. I am confident. Love is definitely on its way. In self-love certainty, I patiently stay. See that? I am confident. Love is definitely on its way. In self-love certainty, I patiently stay. Somebody type that. When you type stuff, when you write it down, if you don't want to put it in the comments, write it down for yourself. Take a screenshot of it. Repeat it. Okay? We have to say these things. How do we reprogram our minds unless we give the proper content to our minds and we repeat that content? It's why things like this work. We have to remind each other. We have to remind ourselves. God and our angels do such a great job looking out for us and reminding us. So this is how we help each other as well. So what messages? Some message may be in there for you. Do you love hearts like I love hearts? You love gorgeous earrings? Is it time for you to step out on the town? Because she has a paintbrush in her hand. Maybe it's time for you to reimagine, how you paint yourself. Maybe talking to someone who has some Asian descent. I don't want to, guess or whatnot, but just what comes to me. The number 14 is the card number. Maybe you were born on the 14th of a month. Maybe January 4th, maybe April 1st. Maybe the number 5, 4 plus 1 is 5. Maybe 5 is significant to you. 5 is change, often stands for change. Your life path number 5, life path number 1 or 4. All right, you find the signs, let the signs find you. You know what I mean? But I already know you are gorgeous. I hope you know you're gorgeous. You shine like a star. Whether or not you're feeling like showing up, you show up. You show up. I hope you remind yourself of these beautiful things, right? I am divinely prompted to be real. When you show up as you do, you show up authentically. And that has not always been easy for you. That has not always been easy. Whether physically, there have been times where you felt like your natural self wasn't enough. You couldn't show up without the makeup. You couldn't show up without your hair a certain way, without your clothes a certain way. And you take care of yourself now. Don't get me wrong. You're going to show up in a beautiful light where you are. But you've never realized how beautiful you are just for showing up, if that makes sense. Makeup or no makeup. You do your hair. You're going to brush your hair. You're going to brush your hair. But even when it feels like it's a bad hair day to you, or it's this, that, or the other, you haven't let that take away from who you are. You beautiful for that. You are real. You are authentic. And I love you for it. We love you for it. And we all got to keep on. We got to remind ourselves that authenticity really does pay off in the best ways. In the best ways. You get to be comfortable. You sleep better at night. People know, where they stand with you. You set your boundaries clear. Not to hurt, but to strengthen yourself. And you being clear on that and authentic with that, real on that. Man, it just sets you apart more than you know. It sets you apart more than you know. Okay. I'm going to continue on. I wanted to at least record a little bit of me getting the new cards, like just making some new sets and whatnot. I have so many, and I hope you love them like I love them, and just get what you can when you can, add more. And what ends up happening, I put my decks, but then I get I start putting my decks together, and I get so inspired, and you start mixing them up. So I was showing this one. Let me go back to it. Big deck. But look at all the different decks. That's its own separate. There's a purple deck, okay? There's a red deck. That's a whole deck. And anytime you see the ones where the same picture through the deck, that's very much on purpose. I want you to associate these messages so that when you feel good and you feel empowered and you know who you are, you remember who you are every time you pull a card from that picture, right? Then I want it to be when you come in and see me and you see my background, you see that picture, you feel instantly. It's like a quick, like a shortcut for you, right? Like you put on your desktop, you see it and it's like, oh yeah, and all of that power. It's always there with you, but you just remember real quick every time you see that picture. Okay, so that's picture's very special to me. I think I named that one. I named her Lana. I use that one a lot. And there's the Spanish decks available. Okay. I won't call the Spanish decks rhyming. I won't call them rhyming because for the Spanish, I just started learning Spanish a few months ago, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. I think in October. I don't know when you're seeing this video, but October 2023, I just started learning Spanish. And I was like, man, there needs to be Spanish cards. And so what I did, I took my own prompts from all the different cards, my English prompts, and I used AI to translate them. Okay, now So for the older decks, they are not going to rhyme because I pretty much took it as it was because I'm still learning. However, you all, oh, my deck. I don't even think this one is up digitally. It may not be. I put so much time into this one, y'all. Y'all probably would have been seeing everything way sooner. Ooh, I hope y'all can get on camera as I knock stuff over. At least it didn't fall in the fire. Okay. So this is the Radiant Self-Beauty. I'm sorry, Radiant Self-Love deck. Although that's the picture threw me because she's the Radiant Beauty. She's the Radiant Beauty. That same picture. Okay, she had to lead the deck. But by the grace of God, I am what I am, and I am so grateful. I collect my blessings and continue on, peacefully determined and grateful. And the print cards don't cut off like that. I sent the wrong deck to the printer. I didn't send the 4x6. I sent one of the other sizes by mistake. So don't worry about that. But my point of showing you this is that I took these, right? The XL, where I told you there's 99. These do stick together sometime because of static. You all, before you start to use them, kind of go through. Can you hear that? And just like move them around. For the price and the quickness and the ease, you can't beat it. But they will build up a little static. Just move them around. And these two, they don't often, they're harder to pop out. Like just, sometimes I read and I only take the ones that pop or fly out of the deck. These don't always do that as easy. So you may want to use this for your pull or your what ends up on top or that type of thing. But try it out. See what works for you. And again, I'm getting the matte decks to see if that goes better. Anyway. All right. So 99. And then that's the QR code I was telling you about. Try not to leave it too much. Don't y'all be going on there? Well, you can. If you can get it to work, do it. Let me know what you think. But you just notice on the back of these, they're Spanish. Okay. I'm not even going to try to say it. It's the same idea. They're not exact word for word because what I did do on these cards, okay, with my newly learning Spanish stuff, but I do have the gift of rhyme. I used translators and AI and sat there and picked words and moved it around until they made sense, okay? So I used these tools. Oh my gosh, it took me a nice long time. But so that they rhyme also, if that makes sense. Because you can't just tell it, you can kind of more with AI than just the basic, like a Google Translate. But it has a hard time with it too. When you say, hey, I want you to keep the same meaning going from English to Spanish, same idea. Doesn't have to be word for word, but make it rhyme still. So it tries its best. And you be like, those words don't rhyme. People can barely rhyme English, right? Y'all, I did my best. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good. Okay? Estoy tomando las riendas de mi propio destino. En la gracia del amor propio celebro continuo. What? I don't know I'm butchering the language, but y'all hear that rhyme. Don't say you don't, okay? And they make sense. Even AI called me a good writer, y'all. I was like, what? I am a melody of worth, a song so sweet in my own